The Rajapaksa dynasty has made a profitable business from human rights abuses, but the coronavirus pandemic has decimated the country's economy with a US $51.1 billion international debt, the largest since colonial exit in 1948, with Rajapaksa's own countrymen protesting en masse for his resignation. Outside seeking international monetary aid, the Sri Lankan government has for decades threatened, cajoled, and attacked human rights defenders. War criminal former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa had procured a majority vote in Sri Lanka's 2019 election, with brother Mahinda Rajapaksa sweeping the recent polls as Prime Minister. The government has repeatedly dragged its feet on war crime investigations, nor sought any reconciliatory mechanisms with Tamils, and continues to ignore the cries of the country's 12% Tamil and Muslim minority. Rajapaksa's authoritarian military governance promised a brutal clampdown on national security, translating to rising hostilities towards Tamil, and in particular Muslim Sri Lankans, in the wake of the April Easter Sunday bombings. Rajapaksa Sri Lanka is not for Tamils. It is a racist, singular nationalist state which has thrived on oppressing us and continues to escape liability despite endless accusations of war crimes right here to the world's stage. Its members sit here amongst our audience and conceal Sri Lanka's human rights abuses. This is the sixth time I have stood in front of UNHCR to beg intervention to try Gotabaya Rajapaksa in the International Criminal Court for the mass genocide of at least 140,000 Tamils in 2009, open fire on civilians, the deliberate shelling of state-enforced no-fire zones and public hospitals and medical tents, the torture and execution of surrendered prisoners of war, journalists and activists, the ongoing and forced disappearances of tens of thousands of Tamils, and to this date, no answer, compensation, or relief for my country's widows, mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. We have lost a generation of Tamil men to Rajapaksa's genocidal regimen. He has faced international condemnation but has continued to evade liability and has ignored all war crime allegations, and to this date still rigidly disallows any international independent investigation into Sri Lanka's crimes against Tamils. He's flat out rejected UNHCR Resolution 30/1 and 40/1, refusing to cooperate with international truth-seeking investigations into war crimes. Tamils are voiceless in Sri Lanka and have received no justice for the decades of genocide of our people, despite international knowledge. Enough is enough. I ask the corporate sector of the United Nations human rights body to cease trade and government alliances with Sri Lanka until Rajapaksa Sri Lanka can be tried in an international forum for genocide. Thank you.